Before they notice. Say hello to my little friend. Ads. Boom, 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 boom.
Can't believe you'd be an AdSense theorist like
Can't
this.
believe T-Dread's the AdSense theorist. I go back to YouTube now. Yay! Alright, chat. What the freak? Is anyone here yet? No one's freaking here, dude. Nobody freaking loves us, dude. Freak my Chungus life, dude. Freak it. Hello, chat. Don't mind me as I find some no copyright Christmas music. Oh, I hope this is no copyright. If not, entire stream's getting nuked later. Wish you a freaking Christmas and a Fazbear entertainment. Chat, how the freak was our Christmas, dudes? How the freak was that shit, dude? We wish you an Andrew Christmas and a Talbot Files. What the fuck happened to my... I need Fazbear, you're unmuted now.
Oh, I was muted?
No, you weren't,
Holy moly.
I thought you were. Okay, hold on, chat. I'm gonna turn off the lights. If we can cozy, dude. Alright.
Whoa, someone got a Freddy Fazbear Squishmallow.
Wait, that's kind of peak. Wait, that's freaking awesome. I got money and socks, which at my old age of 21 is about all you can ask for. So.
Sure.
Holy peak. And I got my grandpa like $100 gift card to the grocery store, and he was like, "Oh no, it's too much. Oh, oh," and he started dying. Like metaphorically. What did you get, Fazbear? Tell us.
I got some manga and some shelves to put the manga on. I got a new microphone, which you're hearing right now.
Ooh. Video G23 got an espresso machine and money. Holy peak. Mio got the Kids the FNAF 2 movie stage popcorn tin. Holy peak. This the purple guy's son. Thank you, Cephak TV. Right. Well, chat, I'm glad that you all had a good Chrimblus. To round out the year, it's gonna be a chill night, not too crazy. As you can see, Fredden's not on the screen, so don't gotta worry about it getting too crazy. Where is my... Oh, thank you, Mia, for the membership. Let's see here. I wanted to turn on the screen capture. Right here? Here we go. Okay, chat. So I have my settings set to, let me see here. I have it set to video. This year we'll set it to. And then we'll set it to 4 to 20 minutes. Actually, no duration, because it's too. And then...
Yeah, there's some long theories.
Relevance. Or should we do view count? Maybe we should do view count. I gotta get past all the short slop then. Alright. Here we are. Okay, so chat. Here we go. We have all our biggest FNAF theory videos of the year. But first, right, I'm gonna ask you guys... Oh, how do I feel about the Cyrus Squawks video? Don't be mad at me, but I haven't seen it yet because it was Christmas. So...
I've seen it. I can get my thoughts on it.
Okay, go ahead.
I thought it was pretty peak. It was essentially FNAF 2 is a repurposed Fredbear's Family Diner, and essentially a form of loop victim, where the reason why there's so many connections between 87 and 83 is because the crying child's spirit is now back at Fredbear's, and so he's kind of like living through in his memory 83, and that's why there's so much stuff happening in 87 that mirrors 83, like the bite. And so like the bite is essentially being caused by the crying child because you're back in the building and he's sort of like affecting things based on his memory leading up to his death.
Gotcha. All right, and I just fixed the screen stretching, chat. It's all fixed. Alrighty. So, chat, let's go down our top of the list. Okay, the first one on the list of most confused this year was Game Theory. Everything you know about FNAF is a lie. Now, I will say, all right, This particular theory wasn't all that blown away by it. Do you remember where this one is, Fazbear?
Is this not just games fiction?
No, this is, wait, what if FNAF, what if David was actually 6? That's this one. Remember that video? Hello, chat.
Yeah. Because of I don't even remember the reason.
Thank you, Mio. It was because of the achievement icon.
Right.
Yeah. The achievement icon was a candle with a cake with 6 candles on it. So.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to go over this theory. I'm not going to click on this one, chat, because this one's primarily a recap because it came out right after the game. And then it's just kind of about, oh, hey, maybe David was like 6. Not much of relevance to current theory discussions. However, down here, what if the FNAF timeline was planned from the start? Oh, wait a second. By the Unwithered Goon? Oh, chat, can we get a goat? Can we get a goat for the second most viewed FNAF theory realm domain video of the year, please? Get a round of applause for UG.
Yeah, that's actually peak.
Yeah. Let's get a round of applause for UG. I gotta open this up.
I'm surprised that this was in the last.
Yeah.
Dude, it feels like it was from like so long ago, but it's only from 10 months ago.
Dude, I'm so proud. I'm so proud, dude. All right. Yeah, only 10 months ago. He uploaded this February of 2025.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yep. This was really his kind of crowning achievement, I think. Because if you go back and we go to his popular videos, it's still the most popular one. And his other videos still have like 1 million views, but this is what he's most well known for right now. So really big congratulations to Unwithered for this, man. This is crazy. Like, and of course, like fully 3D rendered sections, custom made mini games, right? Custom made mini games here. All very, very, very impressive stuff. So I'm really glad I got to know Unwithered this year. I'm very impressed with what Unwithered's been able to accomplish. So, and if you haven't seen this video, I would recommend it for sure. I mean, there's no way anyone hasn't seen it though. It's the second most viewed video of the year.
Yeah.
In this domain.
I was surprised that it's this year because that means that both.
Yeah, he was
FNAF
cranking,
1 and 2
dude.
reboots came out the same year.
Well, if you think about it, I think these were his only videos this year. No, and
David Vengeful.
Yeah, and David Vengeful Spirit. Okay, got it. All right, chat. Let's see what our third most viewed. Oh, look at this. Oh, wait a sec. A T-Dread's 3-hour slop. You guys should watch that after this. All right, anyways. Let me go to this year, and then view count. Okay, so next up, I have not seen this one, unfortunately, all the way through, but wow, 2.5 viewers. That is 2.5 viewers. 2.5 view. Average T-Dress video. 2.5 million viewers.
No, I haven't seen this either, actually.
Yeah. I mean, I'd watch it if it were an hour long. Chat, has anyone seen this? Wait, I forget that we're not the only ones here. Chat, what's this one about? Tell us, chat.
Yeah, I'll probably... I work tomorrow. I'll probably listen to it while I'm at work.
Was a nice, simple video. 3D Tech Gamer doesn't know what it's about. Says on the title. Mods. You know what? Mods, give him Christmas joy. Okay. What was... Okay, so I'm guessing it's about what the original games were about? Okay, that's interesting. I've seen a lot of people do their takes on that. I think Zedorox did something similar at some point.
Yeah.
I'm correct. However, the good news is... the fourth most viewed theory video of the year. Oh boy. Circus Baby helped with the MCI.
Holy peak.
Jarvis.
Dude, is this the
Jarvis play it.
Dolly remnant from the 70s?
No, this is all right, we'll put this on, let's see, it'll be 1080p quality. We'll put it on 1.5 times speed. All right, chat. Fourth most successful video of the year. Boom.
Yeah, if you haven't already heard, we've gotten the second main entry in Scott's interactive novel trilogy. It's called Return to the Pit, and if you're a fan of FNAF...
Oh, holy mid.
This is about, yeah, I know this one.
That name will absolutely ring a bell. In 2019, we had the first ever Fazbear Fright story called Into the Pit. Then, last year, we had Into the Pit, the game. And now, Scott is returning to what is clearly his favorite story in the franchise for a third time. But do you want to know what's more infuriating than Scott telling us the same story over and over again? Scott changing that story just slightly each time. For both the original story and the game, the missing children's incident was shown to involve 6 kids, rather than the typical 5 that we've been told about in the games, which in and of itself caused lots of disagreements within the fanbase. But now in this new book, do you want to guess how many kids there are? It's been changed.
Why is it not fitting to the screen? Jarvis, what the flip is this, dude? Hold on a sec. Let me do this.
Throw Cole in the stocking.
Jarvis, put Cole in his stocking. Yeah, what is that? That's weird. It's not stretching the screen. Oh, well. Well, chat, time for the video to get distorted. Because T-Dreads is technologically challenged. All right. Okay, let's go back in.
Back to 5. Is this to line it up more with the games? Does that mean that this version is canon, but the original Fazbear Frights isn't? Scott, my guy, I literally spent an entire episode talking about how it would be nice if the books were canon, and then you go and pull this on me? I mean, I'm thankful.
Was this before Secret of the Mimic? Oh, it was.
Has to be.
It was. Yeah. Oh. So, guys, the 4th most viewed theory of the year is irrelevant, because the books are dog shit. Anyways.
Thankfully, you didn't change it to something crazy like 7, but seriously. That being said, this version of the story being more like...
Let me skip the intro, get to the actual, like... Here we go.
You'll realize, just as I did, how this book affects the timeline, Fazbear's Full Fest origins, and one of the most confusing yet most important villains in this franchise. No, I'm not talking about Afton, and it's not the Mimic. Get your arcade tokens ready, theorists, because we've got a prize waiting for us to collect. Lore. Before we get too into the details, in case you somehow missed the last 5 years of this story existing, Into the Pit is about a kid named Oswald. During his summer break, his dad drops him off at a local pizzeria called Jeff's Pizza.
I'm not watching the recap.
Tellings do seem to be showing us that it really is a time-traveling ball pit. And if that's the case, then there are a few other details that really begin to matter. Suddenly, anything Oswald witnesses in 1985 are real things present in 1985, even if they aren't the canonical route. And with that in mind, one of the alternative paths becomes very interesting.
That's how it would have been.
True.
Before Oswald gets shot fucking dead by the military.
Well, yeah, that's
Wait,
true.
how do we know that didn't happen in the games?
In 1985, Oswald has the option to leave Freddy's. Once he steps outside, he hears a voice calling for help. If we follow the voice, Oswald is led to a basement around the back of Freddy's.
Also, for those of you who haven't read Return to the Pit, I'm not joking. Oswald actually gets shot dead by the military.
He makes his way down the stairs and is swiftly bonked over the head by the...
No, it wasn't the...
It was a military vet. It was a vet. It was a vet. Veteran,
yeah.
not like a person who takes care of dogs.
It was the FNAF Avengers who come in to fight the pit trap and then
he hears the voice
shoot Oswald in the crossfire.
Why this particular ending stood out to me. Yeah, it's a bit creepy, but it's just another...
Some of chat didn't know that was a thing.
Nowhere path that leads to Oswald's demise. What's the big deal? Well, the big deal comes from when you read the description of the character this mysterious voice is coming from. Quote, about 5 steps away, sitting...
Here comes hell. So underneath the 1985 Freddy's in Return to the Pit, there's this.
In the shadow, you see a doll that resembles a little girl. She has red hair and pigtails and is wearing a red dress that matches her hair. Her face, legs, and arms are bone white, and she has a blood-red nose and crimson circles on her cheeks. Her entire appearance is unnerving. Immediately, I knew I needed to...
You know, what's interesting about that is does Baby have a red dress, or is it just a skirt?
Yeah, I've seen somebody point out, actually, that they say specifically that that it has a red nose, right? Whatever the doll is, and Eleanor does not have a red nose in any depiction. Only Circus Baby does.
Yes, that's why it's talking about Baby. That's why he thinks it's Baby. I'm sure he's about to say that.
Yeah. I do think it is a red dress, though.
Other Fazbear Fright stories like To Be
Beautiful. Yeah, it's a red dress.
Return to the Pit is a retelling of a Fright story. She is described as looking like a dog with a clown-like face and red pigtails. This felt like an obvious match, but then when I went back and took a closer look at Eleanor's description, the more that connection felt less and less strong. Yes, she's got a clown-like face, but her cheeks are actually pink, not red, and her body is silver, not white. There's also how her body is described. Quote, its body was sleek and silver with a long neck, a tiny waist, and a rounded bust.
All right, Tom, we know she's not a plushie.
Giggling. You turn your head and look at the doll. She sits It's there, perfectly still, but the
It's a doll as
gets
well.
louder and louder. As we discussed, it feels like this book is trying to align itself with the game canon. So, a red nose, red cheeks, red hair, a red dress, childlike laugh will only match one character, Plush Baby. Now, if you're like me, you're probably sitting there thinking, what the heck is Plush Baby doing here? Her inclusion felt so intrusive, like an annoying ad that keeps asking for your data on every website you visit, or like
Don't do it, Tom.
Dante as he follows me around the office. Fortunately, today's sponsor,
Oh, no!
NordVPN, can help me out with at least 2 of those things. NordVPN allows me to deal with all these intrusive ads with their next-level malware.
All right, well, while he's doing this, couldn't you just say, like, instead of that means that Baby's involved in the murders, couldn't you just say that it's, like...
That Elizabeth is dead by this point?
Yes. It's to show you that Elizabeth is already a ghost.
That's exactly my thought, too.
You know, Fast for Blood, this is why you and I be making out on the daily. True. Anyways.
Yeah, so Elizabeth pre-MCI.
Additional bonus months for free. All you have to do is use my link, nordvpn.com/game theory. Plus, if you try it out and find that it's not for you, Nord has a 30-day money-back guarantee. So it's a win-win.
Do you hear somebody screaming in the background?
Everybody, even Santi. Oh, well, if you
Oh,
take your online
that's why he's dead. Santi, no!
The link in the description, or use my link, nordvpn.com/game theory. Thanks to NordVPN for sponsoring this episode. Now, let's figure out what Plush Baby is doing here. The truth is, I've actually been asking this question for a long time. Plush Baby was first introduced back in FNAF VR Help Wanted as a simple plushy version of Circus Baby, even using the same lines as her, just higher pitched. Her level was, let's say, challenging. Oh, God. But from a lore perspective,
Weird that they all have blue eyes.
It's almost like Matt Pet's still here with us.
VR game made by Fazbear Entertainment to fix their reputation while also promoting merchandise. So a plush version of Baby that people could then love or hate that they could then take home with them makes a lot of sense. What didn't make a lot of sense is the fact she kept reappearing in games that didn't have that lore purpose. In Help Wanted 2, we're essentially a technician fixing all the attractions, but there Plush Baby is, making her way to...
Huh. Holy peak! Moving marker says Mary Davimus with a $20. Dude. Mary Davimus to all and Andrew Line. Thank you. So Bonnie Bull's at the Pizza, right? So I wouldn't count this as a Help Wanted 2 appearance. Bonnie Bull's at the Pizzaplex, right? Yes.
Yeah.
So she has an appearance at the Pizzaplex.
Making her way towards us to jump scare us. In Security Breach Ruin, Cassie can find a secret room inside Bonnie Bowl that, when you take off the Vanny mask, reveals a room full of plush babies.
Again, just at the Pizzaplex, so I would say that she's tied to the Pizzaplex in particular.
All laughing like they do, only to disappear when you turn your back. And you can also collect AR versions of the plushie, with Cassie's only comment being, what's she doing here? Not only has Scott been including her in...
You know, I wonder if they're going to expand on that. It is weird, but I'll give them that. It is strange, right? So that I don't think relates to the MCI, because Security Breach is anywhere from 2025 to 2035 to fucking wherever. But it is odd that it would be a ghost of Baby in particular, which is why Ellie's survival did not get D tier on our tier list.
All the Steel Wool era FNAF games.
Oh, Charlie, no, I forgot we're on stream. Oh. I forgot to close the channel. Move, Fazbear, move. Okay. That was funny. All right. We're about to just get an unload like, these motherfuckers and fucking Marvel Rivals are pieces of shit or something. No,
sorry, I went back on accident.
Okay. There you are. Okay.
I am here.
The last thing I need was someone to join, say like their full legal name out loud, all their personal details. No. Okay. Where are you? Where's your little icon? I don't see him. Now, let me leave and rejoin. Okay, here we go.
So he is specifically calling out that her presence is weird. And now she's being shoved into Return to the Pit during 1985.
I was thinking, I almost wonder...
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm thinking, because the only places we've seen the plush babies, right, are in Help Wanted, and if we count, like, you know, the Night Terrors as being like,
trying to tell us
in the FNAF 4 house, and then in Curse of Dreadbear 1983, and then at the Pizzaplex, you know, theoretically, those are all the same location, right? Because it's all Murray Afton house.
Yeah.
Circus Baby bunker. I wonder if that has something to do with
tied to the property. You're right. It is all the same area. That could be why. There could be. So you're saying there could be remnants
Wait, that's
True.
true.
Character. Well, take a look at Plush Baby's design compared to the character she's based on, Circus Baby. What difference do you notice? Besides the fact that one is a
Oh, I was going to say, it's a plush. Green and blue eyes.
doll and one is a 7-foot monster clown. The eyes. Plush Baby's eyes are blue, while Circus Baby's eyes are green. Though longtime fans of the franchise will remember.
Oh, so that's what he's saying. He's saying that since Plush Baby doesn't have green eyes, it can't be that it's supposed to signify that Elizabeth was already dead.
Well, I mean, technically, some of them do have green eyes, just not the regular version.
So we have Thomas misinformation theory. Okay.
This isn't a design
but it's the
Circus
Scrap Baby
Baby's
one
eyes
specifically
were
that
originally
has green
blue.
eyes.
Oh, well then it's still... We have
Up until
Thomas
she-
true information
Afton's
theory.
daughter Elizabeth and got Circus Baby's Pizza World shut down before it even
Oh.
opened. When Baby scooped Elizabeth, Baby became possessed by Elizabeth, and as part of that, gained Elizabeth's green eyes. So for the Plush Babies to have blue eyes, they have to have been based on the character prior to Elizabeth's scooping. Therefore, from a timeline perspective, for this toy to exist as it does in Return to the Pit, a blue-eyed Circus Baby needed to exist before 1985. We still don't have anything telling us exactly
Wait, that's true.
when her scooping happened prior to that date in 1985, whether it was before or after Dave the Crying Child and Charlie's deaths. But hey, at this point with FNAF, I'll take whatever timeline wins I
Ha 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 ha. Ha ha, Fazbear, pre-1985 Charlie. Ha ha.
gets. Although, that isn't the only thing this appearance teaches us. Because of Circus
Anything
Baby's
as long
Pizza
as it's
World's
not in
ambiguous
1883.
placement in the FNAF timeline, there have been a lot of theories about why Baby and the Fun Times were designed with claws in their stomachs and cavities large enough to hold a child inside of them. Obviously, it was to capture kids, but it's more about why Afton chose this method to capture them when the only thing we'd seen at that point was him stuffing the kids into suits himself. One option that has been theorized about is that the Fun Time designs were made to capture kids in their stomachs because of the police sniffing around after the missing children's incident. Afton couldn't risk
Thoughts?
No.
I think no
the
shot.
Fun
I think
Times
no
are made-
shot.
Yeah.
I think yeah. If he started building these in 85, he would not have them fucking finished by 87 where he's already on the run.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with like the whole thing about, the killer being
Yeah.
convicted or whatever, it would imply that he
getting
was at
caught
least
leading
like,
children
questioned.
into the back room himself like he used to. So he
Oh wait, that's right, Chad. I forgot. I have good news to some of you, maybe. Okay. Well, apparently I don't have the. We're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way, chat. Where's the text? Chat. Your boy has officially become a big enough streamer that my G Fuel discount has been increased to 30% off.
Yeah, 30 is actually kind of crazy.
Yeah, 30%. Almost like, yeah, you're getting near half there. But yeah, chat, the channel got big enough in size that G Fuel now gives us 30% off every single order, infinite orders forever and ever for the rest of all time, until they decide to change it. but that day isn't today. So, you can use code TDreads, right? So I'll put TDreads there in case anybody wants to use that. Because I'm going to use it myself later to get some hydration
We
mix.
get it to 67%.
Wait, then they'd stop making money. Wait, why isn't it just free? Flavor when?
That's
I'll email them when
true.
I hit 100K. When I hit 100K, I'll email them. Don't think they're going to do it, but that's not going to stop me from asking. All right, outline. Outline's got to be this color. Boop. All right, chat. Let's shrink this down. Okay, let's go.
just have the animatronics do it for him. But in this book, we're being shown that Plush Baby, and therefore a
Oh yeah,
pre-Elizabeth baby,
the link
were
is in the
around
description if anybody wants any. Okay.
before 1985, before the missing children's incident, which happened in Return to the Pit in 1985. That implies that Afton's use of Baby and the Fun Times was less responsive and more proactive. Like it was always the plan to have them assist him in capturing kids. Like he knew it was the smart approach to have help rather than doing it all himself. He wanted someone else to bring the kids to a secluded place where he could then kill them. He needed an accomplice.
I'm fucking crying because this is an exact theory that Fred and I are making right now, and you know about it, but it has nothing to do with Circus Baby.
I kind of agree.
You know
I
what I'm
kind of
referring
don't
to?
agree. Yeah, I know. I know what you mean.
Those
But,
who
like,
know.
I think the Fun Times are like they just kill. Like I don't think the Fun Times were waiting for Afton to kill. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like
But under your guys' secret theory, I would say that makes more sense with those ones.
G Fuel sponsorship. The channel's been sponsored by G Fuel for like a year. So, wait, that's peak.
And if you think about it, this idea is actually being reflected with Plush Baby's recent appearances. In Return to the Pit, Oswald is led to a mysterious back room by Plush Baby and is then killed by a yellow rabbit.
This is also not necessarily for the FNAF location, though. This is just what the... Sorry. I'm dying. All right, this is just what the Fun Times do, right? So it might not necessarily be meant to tie it to Afton. It's just that if you look at the blueprints for the Fun Times, many of them literally are supposed to lure you places, kidnap you, yada, 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 have anchor to the floor, Spider-Man wall crawling.
Not literally Afton, it's a...
Thanks, Chiat.
Weird monster version of Afton.
So I'm thinking about this. If this is for the MCI specifically, isn't this just inherently like proven to be untrue because we see Afton himself luring Susie?
Wait, that's true. Who remembers Fruity Maze? Who remembers Fruity Maze? You know?
Like, I could see it for like other points in time, but like for the MCI specifically, I feel like we have that answer.
You know what? That's okay. So in that case, maybe every victim except Susie was lured by Circus Baby.
And little Timmy apparently in Ticket to Fun.
No.
It's not literally Baby either. Instead, it's symbolic of the relationship these two characters had. Baby is once again helping to capture the kid, luring them to a place where Afton can finish them off. A similar thing happens in Ruin when we play as Cassie, another child. We're lured to a secret back room, much like Oswald was, and inside are a bunch of giggling plush babies.
Now that one is a bit of a stretch. We're being lured throughout the entire game, and it's a choice whether or not you walk in there. You don't have to go. It's not mandatory.
True.
But I respect the effort, Thomas Theory. I respect the effort.
Fortunately, this time, no rabbit came to kill us. And you know why? Because the one who is acting like Afton, the mimic, is locked downstairs in the basement. We haven't released it yet. We can't even put on the Vanny mask in this room, because doing so would summon mixes, the thing that is working to keep the mimic trapped. Symbolically, we're being shown that Afton, or things that think they're Afton, don't work alone. Though it's not just
Deep breaths.
symbolic either.
Things that think they're Afton, I show speed laughing gif.
The more I thought about this, the more I realized that recent FNAF has been showing us Afton's need for an accomplice to pull off his plans. Just take a look at the FNAF movie.
Oh no, he's right. No, Mike accomplice, no! No! Thomas Theory was right about something. This can't be happening.
Never actually talked about the FNAF movie on this channel before, mainly because Lee stole it from me. Hey, you weren't using it. Well, I am now, so I'll be taking this back, thank you. Dude, you can't just... Oh, look over there! I think Santi's trying to steal an anime episode from you. Hey, come back here! No, you don't! Where was I? Oh, yeah, the FNAF movie. In that movie, we...
Okay. Oh, look at this. Oh, we got the Grinch in our chat. Oh, thanks, Gibby. I got the Grinch, dude. Why don't you steal some presents, Gibby? Dude, what the frick is this, man?
Meet William Afton, played
Go to bed, it's Christmas? Dude. I already celebrated, dude.
by Matthew Lillard. A key twist of the movie is that while
Just trying to spread some Christmas cheer, dude.
he got Mike the job at Freddy's, he had someone on the inside keeping an eye on him. In fact, the only reason Afton showed up at the end to try and kill Mike was because this person didn't do their job.
You had one job. One. Keep him in the dark and kill him if he got too close.
Oh, and because Vanessa's like an Elizabeth parallel or something?
2 jobs.
His own daughter, Vanessa, in the movie universe is Afton's accomplice. Just like how Baby, an animatronic that would be possessed by Afton's daughter and represent her going forward, was his accomplice in the game timeline. Now,
And she knew what he was doing in 1982. As a child, Vanessa knew that Afton was like a murder guy.
look, I know this idea that
That's
Afton
true,
has
but
always
she also
had an
was-
Wait,
accomplice
oh, they've been
helping.
using this model of Springtrap for a while with his cheese arm.
sound like a bit of a stretch. It always seemed like Afton was the sole killer. And believe me, I get it. I've been going back and forth with Ash on this topic for weeks. Just look at this whiteboard. Does this look like something sane?
Look at them on the left. No, Thomas Theory, no. Does Baby exist during Fall Fest? I see what they're
I mean, it
getting
depends on which Fall Fest.
Would write,
Yeah.
but trust me, I really think there's something to this idea that Afton always needed an accomplice, especially because it would really begin to explain why Vanessa was so important to Glitchtrap in the modern games. I always found it a bit weird that the Mimic One program acting like Afton, otherwise known as Glitchtrap, decided that he needed to brainwash someone in order
at. Impulse 737. See, he said greetings as opposed to Gibby, who was like, you know, Gibby, you're going to get visited by 3 ghosts tonight, buddy. Let's just say you're going to get visited by 3 ghosts.
to accomplish its goal. It's a cool concept, and we've always liked the Cult of Afton idea, but it just felt a little out of the blue compared to other developments in the franchise. The only logical explanation we've had is that it needed a new body to be made because its main body was destroyed and locked away.
No, BB Studios, don't say hi to Gibby. He's the Grinch.
Down in the FNAF 6 location. But if I'm right about what this book and all of these other games are showing us, then it is way more than just a simple put me back together plan. It was the Mimic once again following in Afton's footsteps. It needed its own accomplice. The other weird detail that we just couldn't quite answer was why did Vanessa look like grown-up Elizabeth? Blonde hair and green eyes. Unlike in the movie, she didn't appear to actually be Afton's daughter. The timelines didn't match up. But if the Mimic was copying everything Afton did, from killing kids in the back room during VIP to literally wearing bunny costume Afton used to.
All right, you know what? So far, this isn't sounding as insane as I remember. And I'm kind of mad.
Well, no, because I think the issue that I take with this so far is that Vanessa isn't like luring the kids back so that something else can kill them. She is the William stand-in. She is.
Yeah, but remember, you have the trailer. You will bring me what I want. Ah! You know, so it's bringing him something. Yeah. But just because he's like a, you know, the grandma from SpongeBob. That's what Burntrap is at that time. So he can't do it himself.
Keep Afton.
No, BB Studios, don't visit Gibby. That's breaking and entering. No, don't do it. Okay.
Then it couldn't have just anyone be its accomplice. It needed to find one that matched Afton's previous accomplice, Circus.
An adult woman with a security guard job. Wait, that's exactly what Elizabeth was.
i.e. Elizabeth. And here's the thing, for once, I don't think this is just another one of those clarifying details that we've talked about in previous episodes. When Scott clarifies small details, they tend to be very obvious and direct. But this relies much more on us connecting the dots and using symbolism. So much so that he's been shoving it in our faces for the past 5 years, and we're only just starting to realize what it means. That, dear theorists, tells me that while this modern era of FNAF has moved on physically from the days of Afton and Henry, there's still much more for us to learn about them and how they operate. And I believe it's going to affect where this franchise is going. And ironically, I think that ties together really nicely with the thing we've been theorizing about for a long time, Fall Fest. Fazbear's carnival origins from the 70s that we'll hopefully be getting to see more of in the new game, Secret of the Mimic. This is where a bunch of our previous theories all come together. In my very first FNAF theory, I briefly mentioned how Circus Baby has always been the oddball in terms of design aesthetic compared to all the other characters' earliest kills. Shakespeare's Julius Caesar that comes from a scene between Mark Afton
about the Edwin
just
thing.
like the kids loved Afton's yellow rabbit.
Jesus! Oh no, it's the clown.
I believe that
I just confused Renaissance art with religion now.
Anthony Henry was unable to accuse Afton publicly despite knowing about it because it would lead to the downfall of his bitch of what we can expect to learn about from Secret of the Mimic. Not only are we likely to learn about one of Afton's earliest kills, but we're going to see the true introduction of his
I'm not addressing myself as that. Have you peeped the Sire Squawks Absolute 87 theory?
Okay. Have you peeped the Sire Squawks Absolute 87 theory? Real good theorizing over there, to be honest.
Yeah, I know that Fazbear saw it. He said it was really good, but I'll probably listen to it soon. So,
I think it's good because I don't think he's watched a lot of the stuff because it's similar conclusions to a lot of stuff that's been said already, but like multiple people coming to similar conclusions with like, you know, slightly different explanations means that there is a good basis for the conclusions that people are coming to about this kind of stuff.
Nice. Okay, so this is the 4th most viewed theory video of the year. I can understand because of it's that thing where it's every other continuity kind of has this thing. I don't believe in the Silver Eyes, it's stated that Circus Baby helps with the MCI. I don't think that's the case.
Well,
or is it?
She does kidnap kids and bring them to Afton so that he can harvest their organs.
This is true. Yes, this is true. Yes, but he doesn't need to do that during the MCI. That's only after.
Yeah, it's after because he's been spring trapped. So
yes. Okay. And then in the movie, young Vanessa knows about the murders because she warns young Charlie not to go back into the room with Afton.
But she's also not helping him. Like she's not
she's just aware. So was Circus Baby built in? Because the board of directors that he'd be running Circus Baby by, that would have to just be like the FDA or something, right? Because who's higher than him that he would need to pitch that to? right? It would just have to be like some safety bureau, surely. It's not as easy to refute as I want it to be.
I mean, I definitely think Circus Baby was built by the time of the MCI.
Absolutely, but like, was William Afton having her go lure? No, she can't have been walking around Freddy's. No. Like, there's no way.
No. She was only there for one day. Like, her restaurant was only open for one day.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's the timeline doesn't, like, I just don't see Circus Baby walking around Freddy Fazbear's Pizza in 85, luring people.
I mean, if you're talking like Elizabeth as the kid doing that.
Yeah, I could see a world. Like, I could see a world where his kids are tools, because they are. Yeah. Michael Afton at least is in the games. You hear it literally, like, you fucking told me to go down here and fucking do some shit, you know. So, and then Elizabeth is like, now we can do what we were created to do. I sounded like Cosmo just then. Timmy, no.
Wait, Timmy Douglas.
Wait, Timmy Douglas. All right. So I'm not on board with that one, but it's not as easy to like bah humbug it as I would have hoped for. What else do we have?
I think it's a very easy argument to make post MCI. It's a lot harder to make pre MCI.
Wait, that's true. All right, if you count. Jarvis, skip past the YouTube shorts. All right, let's see what the 5th most viewed theory of the year is. Teletubbies, the sun woke up. Yeah. Okay. That's not a theory. Is that a theory or is that recommended? Oh, that is a theory. Okay. What is this? Is this God, David?
Yeah. It's Crying Child is the mimic.
Okay. I'm not going to watch 2 game theories because I want to give other people a chance to shine, so we're going to keep going. Holy game theory. It's almost like they're the biggest channel. John FNAF. All right. So here we have the mimic is not possessed, and it is... Oh, wait, chat. I see a banger. Oh, wait. What does that mean? Am I in top 10 theories of the year? One.
I mean, I'd imagine you
counting. Let's count theories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Anyways, 8, 9. Fuck! We missed out. Damn it. We're 11. We're number 11. We barely missed out. No. Why, God, David? Why? Okay. So this is the theory that
and his family.
Fiona is not possessed. If John FNAF suddenly joins now, I swear to God, he always joins whenever we're watching him. This is the theory that, you know what, chat? I want to test something. Everyone just type FNAF in the YouTube chat to see if it uses keyword optimization to put itself on John's feed. Okay. Here's the thing, right? This is the theory that, yeah, Fiona doesn't possess the mimic, but instead knows what it knows because the little mycelium men dolls were spying on Edwin?
Yeah, they were listening in on the conversations and stuff like that, and basically the idea is the program existed prior, and so it was learning about what Edwin wanted while Fiona was still alive, and then when she died, it was like, oh, this is what Edwin wants.
So, I think we can all agree that this game
let's check out Johnson.
There's a ton of story, a ton of big reveals, and a ton of details scattered throughout the game. The summary
Actually, hold on, go back for a second.
Scratches the surface.
I don't think he talks about it in the video. No. When Mex's flash on, or the F10N4 machine flashed on screen. I noticed something in here.
I think we can all agree that this game was a lot. There's a ton of...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right, mycelium. Yeah.
Yeah, the mycelium and the coffee pot, which is the listening and the watching and learning.
Okay, so it's just always spying on Edwin.
Yeah.
Story, a ton of big reveals, and a ton of details scattered throughout the game. The summary I gave you only really scratches the surface of what this game presents to us. Because of this, when I sat down to write this theory, I honestly struggled with where to start. So for my first big theory on Secret of the Mimic, I decided to start at the beginning. What was the actual first mistake that Edwin made that caused everything to go wrong? Well, that one question led me down a month-long rabbit hole of research and analysis, all leading to the paperclip. But in order to figure out what went wrong, we first need to solve one of the biggest mysteries in the entire game. How did M1 start mimicking...
This guy's audio design is next level. Fucking hate this guy.
Yeah.
Respectfully, though.
Fiona's voice in the first place.
I would never have this guy on my podcast. All right.
First, I thought it was pretty obvious. We learned in the game that Edwin had Fiona record a bunch of lines for Mrs. Helpful.
Excuse me, can I borrow your voice for a project? What kind of voice should I do?
These are clear recordings of Fiona's voice, so it would make sense that M1 might have heard those recordings and started mimicking them. That would be the simple answer, but Scott and Steel will put one thing in the game that nearly broke me. In the basement level of the game, you can find a secret room that contains this audio log.
Recording? Test. Levels are good. That's where I heard it. It's her or someone that sounds like her. Set frequency to 4625. Say something. It's me, Edwin. Over.
Sometime after Fiona died, Edwin brought a radio down to the basement, switched the frequency to 4625, and suddenly heard Fiona's voice. At first, I thought this was...
All right, and I'm remembering. So that particular line, if you go in-game to where that's said, in the room across the hall, there's a mycelium man on the table.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's fine. That's fair enough.
I think is funny is that this recording thing right here says 4625 on it. That's the only one in the game that has a different number. They all say 1, 2, 3, 4.
See, that's the weird thing though. That's what makes me think it's some weird ghost shenanigans, because why would the frequency need to be different?
Yeah.
It's interesting. I think this is solid though. Like I can't poke any holes in it. It's like, yeah, that's true. That was there. All right. Well, chat, you know what time it is now. The 11th. Okay. Listen. The third most viewed theory video not by Team Theorist. Okay? Can we say that? That makes me feel better. Let's say that. The third most viewed theory video of the year, not by Team Theorist, was David. God. Oh. Chat, let's get a holy peak.
Wait, and the next one under that is also God David.
Well, that's right, Toasts. Oh, that's his game recap. Never mind.
Yeah.
The next one under that is also God. Let's go. We did it, chat. We did it. All right, so what's God David, chat? It's the outrageous claim that David, Gregory, and the crying child, get this, are somehow being related in the story intentionally, not just because, like, haha, look, they're sure and they're both kid. Like, that's cool, right? No. It's the insane idea that the reason that there's so many connections is because there is a reason. And narratively, it's supposed to tell you something about the narrative, about the forces behind the story, about, hey, who's making the kid act like this? Who's taking over the kid's mind and making him act like this? Why is there this imagery of them on the hill like this? Why do they all live on the same property like this? Why do they have a possession that functions the same way like this? It's simply the idea that all of these three kids with the same exact design choices, blah, 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 are in the story, like, related, and it means something. What does it mean? I don't fucking know. We got to find out.
Monstrous.
I give some...
Stories can never have things that relate to each other for a purpose. That's impossible.
Yeah. I give some possibilities about what it could be. The leading possibility right now is because from the burn trap dialogue in the trailer and other contextual clues throughout the game, we see that, yes, Vanessa looks like Elizabeth, kind of, and has a mean dad called Bill, a divorce, blah, blah, blah. Trailer says, you both will bring me what I want. Gregory breaks out of mind control. The idea is that Burn Trap is kind of projecting the identity of his kids onto these two people, right? But since these kids are related, or specifically Dave Afton is named Dave Afton, and is related to David Murray in appearance, and also in the way their possession functions with the Tiger Rock, acting the exact same way, not as the FNAF 1 gang specifically, but as Golden Freddy specifically. It's the idea that they're all related somehow. They're all somehow intertwined with each other. That's the idea behind God David. I still think it's a really solid theory. I'm really happy with it. A lot of people misunderstood what I was going for, in that they think I'm literally saying it has to be that he was possessed by a Fredbear plush. not what I'm saying.
No,
that was
a
like,
lot of people also just read the name and did not even bother to.
That's
interact
true.
With it at all.
The name God David is a little jarring, but I'm happy with God David. That was my favorite video that I made this year. Not just because it made me the most money, but because I'm happy with it. So, and it got me on. Oh, that's right. This is something really good. This got me on Game Theory. It's got me on GT Live. This did really good stuff for me. I'm very happy about this. So, let's freaking go. Under this, though, we have Vengeful David, which we will watch a section of.
He's being built out of the remains of real trees. By creating one,
Let me see here. Red Bear of Vengeance. Which section does he bring up God David in? Oh, it's this one. Okay, we'll watch the God David section so I can glaze myself.
here any longer. David Murray and the Crying
Thank you,
Child
Chet.
are being heavily associated with one another, not only through this room, but plenty of other security breach and Secret of the Mimic imagery. All those Gregory connections I made earlier, well, it turns out Crying Child is given some very specific detailing which ties him to Gregory. I'm sure you've all seen this image from Game Theory's infamous Gregbot theory.
Wait, that's
While I
true.
don't believe Gregory is literally a robot version of the Crying Child or David, I think Game Theory were closer than we all gave them credit for. This theory is the one I referenced earlier in the video. As explained by T-Dreads, is the theory that
Sorry, I was blown away.
the known method, the Crying Child is actually another David in a similar way to Gregory. Admittedly, I don't have time to go over all the evidence, so I recommend you go to watch his video on the subject after this one. Lots of people have been accusing T-Dreads of being on several illicit substances to come up with a
Wait, that's true. 14/4/2069.
Holy moly.
Holy peak.
theory like this. However, I am going to plant my flag in the crazy hill right next to him because I think that this theory is not only likely, but very well could have been Scott's plan from the start. Of the Steel Wool era, at least. There's no way he knew what a mimic was back in FNAF 4. There's even a tiny detail which I'd never seen until coming across this tweet the other day. There's a painting hung...
Oh no. Alberto Delaney. Wait, who is that handsome man in the... Wait, let me turn on my webcam. Chat, watch this. Ready? T-Dreads here. T-Dreads still... Oh wait, that's not my webcam. Here we go. T-Dreads. Other T-Dreads. T-Dreads. Oh, and you're here too. There's also you.
Yeah.
So you're down there. T-Dreads. Other T-Dreads. T-Dreads?
Everyone's here.
Other T-Dreads.
Right next to the snap button with a sticky note with the binary for "Y is I" stuck to it. The file name for this painting texture
Alberi
is
de Legno.
Alberi de Legno. Alberi de Legno. Alberi de Legno. Alberi de Legno. Alberi de Legno. Alberi de Legno. Alberi de Legno is an Italian phrase which literally translates to wooden tree. From what I can tell online, this seems to be an Italian tradition where these fake
Chat
trees
said
are
another T-Dreads.
built from wood and then decorated for Christmas. At first, I had no idea what this could mean, but thanks to a live stream where I brought this up, chat helped me decipher the meaning behind this very odd inclusion. These wooden trees act as a metaphor for the mimic. They are fake trees being built out of the remains of real trees. By creating one, you are essentially...
Oh, and that's like a... Yeah, and that's a David Murrayism for like the... Yeah, I see that.
taking the piece before, in this case,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
restructuring them to become a
Sent to the true
replication
self and the
as a
false
result of
self or
miscommunications
something.
he discussed in one of Dawko's interviews to his original. It's not one-to-one, but it is absolutely a deliberate visual reference. A lot of people's ingenuity are something that Scott said Wicon might be already sisterhood the same way God better weave it all together. And
So why does this guy say that it's... Nope. PC. Yeah, the thing is that thank you for the 6 months, by the way. That's crazy. No, I could totally see a world in which Afton like kidnaps kids to be his own kid. Like I just don't like how he kidnaps in the other continuities. It's like Rory, especially, like, come to my house underground or something. Like,
to be entirely fair, Scott was already writing about robot essence transference all the way back in 2015.
Oh!
Watch 14 Theory.
14! Okay.
If you somehow managed to avoid seeing that in the last few months. That means we're linking the
Hey,
vengeful
Molly,
spirit who is
all
referred
the
to with
theories
male
are here.
pronouns to a spirit which is within that animatronic. Now I know some people... including-
Okay, oh yeah, and the mediocres. That's one of the main points here. The mediocre melodies.
Yeah.
Which is what the
The ones
Vengeful
that
Spirit
the-
speaks through.
Yeah.
Do you what you believe this, right? Right now? You're like leaning towards Vengeful David Murray?
I don't know. I mean, I definitely believe that the Crying Child in some way is the vengeful spirit, and with God David, they're kind of all the same.
Thank you, Bezard.
Like, anyway, yeah, I'm not sure the exact specifics of it, but I believe in the general gist of it, you know?
Yeah, I understand that. Let's speak. All right, good job, Unwithered Truth. 800,000 views on that bad boy. Another one of these. Another one of these. Oh, Withered Circles video essay slop. Won't be watching this because it's more of a retrospective video, but applause to Wither Circle. Good job. 661,000 views is amazing. That's incredible.
It's actually peak.
That's his most viewed video, I believe. But right under him, in the... What is this? Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, taking spots both 3 and 5 is your boy with Schedule Theory. Wait, I kind of popped off this year, low key.
Wait,
what am I saying? This is the only year I've been. This is the only year I've been on the channel, or on YouTube. My channel's only existed for a year.
Wait, I kind of popped off the only year I've existed.
Wait, I kind of did really good the only year I've been doing this. Wait. Okay, Chad, I'll be honest. I am less happy with this one than I was when I released it. I still believe the main claim, which is that the fun times exist to go to kids' parties and harvest remnant, and are doing so, and they get kind of angry and conscious and upset that they have to do that, and that's what's making them, you know, tweak out all this stuff, right? I still believe that. The actual schedule part of the game, you need to take a extra step. You need to push the yardstick back from what I said originally, because people have been calling me out for this. On night 3, you don't actually shock the animatronics. The system like bugs out or whatever. But it's implied that you're as the player, you're supposed to feel like that's wrong, right? So everyone, when they played Sister Location, is like, wait, why am I not shocking them tonight? Shit like that. So I think that the theory can still work. I think you just need to push the yardstick back. But the fact that you have to do that makes it a little less credible. But the idea that the animatronics, the fun times, are still actively going out and getting kids, I believe is just true. Because they're really upset being down there for some reason, right? They're being experimented on, right? You don't know what we've been through type shit. They're probably being experimented on because they've got remnant, they're gathering remnant, all this stuff. I just don't see a world in which the fun times, right? Because there's going to be a several year gap before the MCI remnant gets in the fun times, but Afton still has them and they're active and they're at the rental service. So I don't see a world. I don't see a world where fun times without Kid Souls interfering, just regular ass fun times, go out to parties and do not accomplish their mission objective ever. There's got to be more missing kids than just the 5 MCI kids. So I still really like Schedule Theory. We watched this. This theory came out 4 days ago, so I won't watch it. But props to John for getting like 6th biggest theory of the year 4 days ago. Good job, man.
Yeah, that's actually crazy.
Yeah. You'll never be Schedule Theory though. All right, anyways. Oh my God, I'm nice as fuck. I'm nice. I'm nice as fuck. Oh, hold on, chat. I gotta mute on you guys. Spots 3, 5, and 7, baby. Every 2 is the dreads.
Is this one God Victim?
This is God Victim, yes.
That's crazy. So in a way, kind of
yes.
God Victim is kind of God David.
It's similar. Yeah, this came out before God David, obviously. But yeah, this is God Victim. So happy with this one. We go our 14th theory here. This is a bunch. This is a bunch of different theories about Golden Freddy. I'm happy with it though. I like this. All right, what's next?
Is that a M1?
To be fair, your own algorithm is skewing your results. I don't think so. I have it specifically set to filters where it's just most viewed. Chat, can somebody go out of their way to set their... You do it, Fezbear. Set your filters the same way.
Or you just type FNAF theory?
Yeah, type FNAF theory and then sort it by... That's vidIQ. Die. Sort it by... Where's the sort? What the fuck? Is it gone? Am I blind? Huh. All right, sort it by this year. Date has to be this year, and it has to be set to view count. And then scroll down and see if I'm like number... See if you can find God David right under John's video.
Yeah, let me take a look. actually not seeing it.
No. What are you seeing? What has more views than it?
Well, I just haven't even. So I see what's in the box.
Okay.
I see a John. Oh no, yeah. I just had more slop on top of it, more short slop, I guess.
Oh, more shorts. Okay. So I'm still up there.
Yeah.
Go incognito. Joke's on you. I don't know how to do that in Opera GX. If anyone can tell me how to do that in Opera GX, I'll do it. Okay. Then we got the Nightmarion theory. What was this again? I forget. This was recent. I already forgot what it said. Oh, is this just mimic Nightmarion Charlie virus? I think so. Wait, why am I here twice? Wait, maybe it is cooked. I'm on here twice. No.
Wait, it's chopped.
Wait.
No, so I got God Victim, and immediately under that is Nightmarion.
God Victim, and under God Victim's Nightmarion?
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
And then under that, it's Cryos. What happens?
Yes. Okay, no, it's good. All right. Fuck you, chat. I'm up there. With the freaking big boys, dude. Let's go. Glamrock Freddy is Mike. All right, chat. Is there any other theory from this year that you guys want to talk about? Oh, wait, this AI slop on my feed. Let me get rid of this guy.
I mean, I think a big one, I don't know about view-wise, but big one obviously is like Fazburger, Fazblot.
Fazburger by Withered, yeah, and by Cryo.
Yeah.
Fazburger was a big one. That is, see here.
Like, maybe not as big in, like, view-wise, but in, like, influence in, like, the FNAF space, it's up there.
Here it is. That's it. Oh, wow. Fazburger only got 83,000 views. That fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Withered Circle stole it and got 1 billion. Oh, my goodness gracious. Okay. Yep, that's just the theory that all of the locations are kind of in the same general area. You got to step up your algorithm game. Evan, I've been popping off this year, dude. Just talk to me. I got you. And to Fazbear, I'll tell you, I've been put me in coach. That's me. I'm the put me in coach guys. Right?
Throw him in the
Algomax
domain expansion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fazbear Entertainment. Yeah, look at this guy. Fazbear started. How long ago did you start? Started 8 months ago. You got almost 9K subs. All your videos getting over 50K views, except that one time you ignored my advice and titled your video whatever this is. The Victim Who Shattered. Yeah. I was in this guy's DMs. I said, Fazbear, don't fucking title the video The Victim Who Shattered. And his ass did not listen.
Look, it's funny. I gotta go with
I think the exact tweet, or not tweet, the exact message was you already had posted the video, and I just DM'd you with the exact message, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. You said I was throwing.
Yeah, you're throwing. You're throwing.
And I kind of was, but it's funny, so...
Yeah. Merry Phasmus, thank you, Mystery. There's a blue colored shirt hanging in the daycare jungle gym in AR mode. Blue collared shirt hanging in the daycare jungle gym in AR mode? What the fuck is AR mode, Jarvis? Oh, my brain shrunk reading that, but true or sorry that happened. Anyways.
Like in the Vanny Mask.
Impulse 7, it's okay. We can get you to goat status. Impulse 7, it's all right. We can get you to goat status. All right. What did Gibby... Let's look at our friends this year. What did Gibby FNAF do this year? Let me see. What was Gibby FNAF up to?
Gibbard.
Oh, that's right. The long slop. Guys, can't believe Gibby made a 0 effort long slop video. Totally 0 effort, dude.
Holy.
Dude, literally no effort went into this, dude. 36 hours, dude. What is this, long slop? Maybe actually
also,
try next time.
Everyone should watch that so it gets to 250K because if it gets to 250K, Gibby's going to do Tails as well.
Wait, so. That's true. Everyone should go watch this and say Ohio. All right. What else? Oh, yeah, I met Gibby. This was fun. We can do our little... This is another thing that happened this year. we can put on our charming, wholesome vlog.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Today, November 1st, 2025, is my 7th anniversary doing YouTube as a job.
I'm skipping this so we can get to the funny, wholesome moments. Here we go. That's Loaf. Freddy Fazbear's. That's Maury in the background. And also maybe Dawko. Oh yeah, we all ran into Dawko. That was funny. That was funny. I didn't even tell him I did YouTube. I didn't want to bother him. I was like, hey man, let's get a picture. All right, bye. So.
There's a pizza. Oh, that's absolutely fine. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah, now I'm imagining Dawko like watching one of your videos and having like the...
It's the guy from Universal.
Yeah.
Andrew is the vengeful
the Sigmarita.
Actually,
that's peak, dude.
Is the vengeful spirit, yeah. Cassidy,
Isms.
don't mean nothing no more. In the flesh is the best book on the earth, 'cause it made Matt do Patrick give birth. You can point yourself to like a
oh my god, of course you would film this. What's the number?
To prove the vengeful spirit is Cassidy.
We just did the Hulk ride.
Yes, sir.
We had Locker 14.
Oh, I'm a hypocrite. Holy peak. Oh yeah, look, I'm about to come in Soy Jack.
And Andrew.
It's so stupid.
It was our attendant.
Oh yeah, and the guy that pulled the bar down on us was named Andrew.
The one pulling down our bar. We just looked at each other like, are we about to die? Is he gonna be vengeful?
Wait to meet you, to join the animatronic family.
This was wholesome.
Try your best to hold up.
Am I so short or is Gibby so tall? The answer is both. I'm standing at a monstrous 5'8".
I think Gibby's taller than me. Or we're like the same height.
I think Gibby's 6'2". Either 6'2"
like
or 6'3". Yeah, either 6'2" or 6'3". I stand at a monstrous, intimidating 5'8" inches. So.
To sanity, Scott Cawthon is the greatest writer on earth. Writer on earth.
How is it? And what is it?
You're not know where they... Oh, this is great.
What is it?
I haven't eaten anything yet. Okay. So we have the spaghetti and meatball pizza.
This is great. I haven't eaten it yet.
The chocolate Carl, the cupcake, and the Foxy gummy soda.
Alright, the soda was good. Fuck you, Fazbear. Stop nitpicking. I didn't know he was filming. I got scared.
Strawberry
Look, it's funny.
Your Carl looks nice. Mine's very...
Me after 3 Benadryls.
lopsided.
For the Sigmarita.
No, that's pretty smack. That's actually really good.
What is it?
It is. It's a bit like a strawberry Fanta with some orange in there.
We hit the map pats. Loaf is the only one that does it correctly. He actually has his fist closed in it.
Yeah.
It's like this. He has it like this. It's like on the back of his head. Gibby and I are frauds. No, Carl! He took his teeth like in the one Fazbear Fright story.
He told me everything.
Yeah.
The teeth taste good, which is the first time in my life I've ever said that sentence.
Oh, the nightmare gas is out. It's gonna pull you.
Dude, I need to be put down.
This is a really cool poster, and it's like raised, but I will never be able to get this home. Traveling.
How much is I would find?
Not that expensive.
Do I need another one of the shirt? I'm
20.
Hold the sign. Give me the sign.
It's only 20.
I do have that sign. I have that sign still.
This is the coolest drip that's ever been made. Maybe they have more in the back. We can ask them. We can say.
This is the purple guy's son. Benson. That's cool. That was fun.
I just got out of FNAF. The jump scares must have got me like 4 or 5 times.
Now I'm getting sad. I miss my Fazbear Bloods. No.
We'll all meet up again.
Yeah, you got. What do you mean we all? Where was your ass, bitch?
Look, we all
lock in. Get some money and meet me at the Fazbear Haunted House.
Dude, I'm trying. That's why I got an Algo Max.
True. Wait, that's true. All right, what else did Gibson get up to? Mainly just, I feel like frights. Oh yeah, and of course Did We Got on Game Theory with Fake Fiona. That was good. Good job.
Yeah.
That was amazing. Yeah, and frights was Gibby's main thing this year. Look at this. So much dedication into the frights stuff. I'm really proud of Gibby for that. Because I wouldn't have done that. Tell you what, I would have been there. I would have seen the video get 9,000 views. Shit. It would have been canceled right there. But it looks like it's paying off in the end because his long slop is doing great.
It's a long run kind of game. Gameplay.
Awesome. All right, who else is our friends? We went over you. We went over Unwithered. We went over me. We went over... There are a lot of wild theories this year. I'm responsible for like a fourth of them. So... Okay. Cryonide? Cryonide's just been doing his retrospective stuff, really.
Yeah.
Feel like. Yeah, and it's been doing really good for him. Okay, 14 Theory was not this year, but it might as well have been. It was like December 17th of last year. It was basically counts. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, everybody shout out to the biggest meme of all time, 14 Theory.
Has the file name back.
Holy peak.
Holy peak.
Where they did fucking algebra.
14 Theory.
There is a part 2 to 14 Theory. Yeah, this is literally, this single-handedly has been the best thing for the channel, like, ever, dude. Like,
yeah.
The number 14 has made me more money than you could possibly understand. Same with Andrew, obviously. Oh, we forgot to look at the best thing I accomplished this year. I got the most viewed Andrew video. Here it is.
What happens if you just type Andrew FNAF? Are you number 1?
I think I'm number 1. Do it on your end.
Check it.
This is also something I accomplished this year, chat. 2025, the best moment of 2025.
Andrew is the vengeful spirit. Yeah, if you type Andrew FNAF, it's Andrew is the vengeful spirit.
Let's go.
And then the next one under that is the Halloween album.
Holy peak. Oh yeah, we made an Andrew song and 2 albums this year.
Holy moly.
14. It's not.
Dude, you're 3 of the top 5.
Who's there? Oh, I've lost the goodwill of like FNAF Reddit forever by doing this. They hate me, dude. I've made Andrew more of a joke than he already was.
Dude, when you type Andrew FNAF, it's Andrew's the Vengeful Spirit, the Andrew album Halloween, and then Raito's talking about which characters are in the games, and then you, a year ago, the Mysteries of FNAF's most controversial character, Andrew.
Scott Cawthon is the greatest writer on earth. He makes Tolkien fucking look like a worm. So let's party and let's party again. William Afton. Someone said dual process theory. We could check. Oh, what did I just do? We could check out what they were doing. I think they only put out a couple videos this year. They always have very unique takes. I'm kind of jealous. Like, I'm not clever enough to do that. Like, what do they have? Didn't they have, was this FNAF 2 toy animatronics have the Mimic AI in them, right? I think that was this one.
That's, yes.
Yes, I did. I like this one.
M3?
No, that's this one is M3. M3 is that one? No. This has to be the one with the toys because I remember I watched this while I was mowing the lawn, so it has to be. Surely. My fraud.
I think this one's just saying Fiona's not possessed.
Wait, I'm a fraud.
I think M3 is the... Or, no, this is Mimic Custody. Maybe you're right.
I think so. Silver Eyes DCI. Oh, that's right. Which one is that? Am I stupid?
DCI.
Is that this one as well? It's got to be. Unless they got rid of it.
I watched all of them, so they're all like.
So did I, but they're my go-to. Like I have to do a chore, so now I'm putting this on channel.
Yeah.
Because it very well may be marriage with a successful man and a baby boy. The mimic that we all know can.
It's in the second row. Oh, it's in the title. Man, I'm fucking stupid. This one I did find interesting. Yeah, that the DCI are like teenagers, or maybe not in their theory. They're still kids. They're just Charlie's friends as kids, I think.
Well, they believe Charlie 87, so that it would be like in 87, is
So they're irredeemable like you. I see. I see. Oh yeah, Remnant Plex from She's Always Nervous was a great one. Moondrop Theory from Candy Bunny. Yeah. Am I missing anybody? Let me check. Let me check all of our little friend stuff.
Fred and everything pop off.
Fredden.
He's been popping off in general.
Well, Fredden has accomplished making my sense of humor much worse than it already was, so that's one thing. If you think I'm brain rotted, chat, you need to talk to Fredden once, dude. It's like actually other dimension. It's like astral projecting into a dimension of brain rot. What was FNAF 2 really about? That's his best video so far. 76,000 views is pretty good. Honestly, his stuff doesn't get enough views. He's more talented than you and I combined. So,
dude, guys,
not even joking, by the way. Not even joking.
Miss like the old style game theory like videos. That was my vibe when I watched, when I first watched Fred, and I was like, oh, this is like game theory. Like this is old style.
I think that's what he's going for.
The good shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Fredden's editing is really great. So.
If you guys notice an uptick in my editing, like my editing getting better, it's because I watch Fredden videos and I copy.
Yeah. No, Fredden's great. Him and Unwithered Truth are both, and he's a great artist, 3D renderer. He's learning how to animate as well in Blender now, like actual moving Blender animations.
Yeah.
Very impressed with this guy. So he'll be one of the big ones,
right? Loop Victim.
Oh yeah, Loop Victim. I remember that. I covered that in my recent videos. Loop Victim was really great. This right here. So yeah, very unique take as well. Like just the events of FNAF 4 kind of all inlay head, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
So like that. Rye Toast. It'll be hard to pick one from Rye Toast. I don't talk to Rye Toast or ID as often as I talk to everybody else. Rye Toast uploads every week though, so shout out to them just for the consistency of that. Is really impressive. Any particularly big theories from Rye Toast this year? Let me see. Mimic Custody we both worked on. That was a fun one. Schedule Theory. Lamau. I don't know. I don't remember much of that. Maybe like
Rye Toast is very like consistently up there.
Not subscribed? What are you guys freaking mean, dude? Right here. Oh, I'm not subscribed to Fredden? There's no way I'm not subscribed to Fredden. Holy shit, nobody tell him.
You're cooked. You're cooked.
Am I even subscribed to you? Oh, I am. Oh, he's gonna be pissed. Chat, you didn't see anything. Okay.
Holy moly.
All right. And then Hyperdroid was another one.
Oh, yeah. Dave.
Was Dave this? Dave was not 2025. There's no way.
Was it not?
There's no way. No. Surely it was last year.
Back to V,
exactly a year ago.
Back to A, which are also all.
It was in August.
It was pretty. Yeah.
Sire Squawks. All right, fine, chat. We'll watch some of Sire Squawks' video, and then I'm gonna go. I can't watch all of it. You're a top 0.2% viewer. Hot take: Tom is a better FNAF theorist than Matt Pat. It's like comparing separate incarnations of the same thing.
Mr. Dreads. Apparently, I'm top 0.2% viewer for your channel, which is crazy anyways.
After Matt Pat died, the Mimic resurrected him as
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Tom.
Wait, it's freaking Draz. What the freak? All right, let me go to... Wait, why did Sire Squawk spelled wrong come up with a Draz video? Is he using Sire Squawks in his tags? Jarvis, investigate. Here we go. All right. Here. All right, we'll watch like 10 minutes of this.
Several months ago, someone brought up something pretty interesting on Discord.
Boop, 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 boop. Oh, yeah, and I got Thomas Theory and FNAF on the podcast. That was big.
Sure.
That I had never really noticed before. The user Frostbear pointed out a weird quirk of Phone Guy's audio. See, in FNAF 2
people are saying you aren't
on
subscribed to
when
Pepper
Phone
Joy
Guy
either.
talks about Fredbear's Family Diner, most things say it's been closed down for a while. Except that's not...
T-Dreads is a fake friend. He doesn't love anyone except Fazbear and Gibby.
True.
Okay, so several months ago, someone brought up something pretty interesting on Discord that I had never really noticed before. The user Frostbear pointed out a weird quirk of Phone Guy's audio. See, in FNAF 2 on night 5, when Phone Guy talks about Fredbear's Family Diner, most things say it's been closed down for a while. Except that's not actually what he says. If you listen to the actual raw audio, you can very clearly hear that he does not say it's been closed for a while. What he actually says is...
we're going to try to contact the original restaurant owner. I think the name of the place was Fredbear's Family Diner or something like that. It was closed for years, though. I doubt we'll be able to track anybody down.
Can we get an update on those who know? Unwithered Truth is working on it. Unwithered Truth's going to have a video out soon about it.
That is a very small difference in language, but it means a lot. Been closed down for a while implies that it is still currently closed at the time of 1987. However, it was, past tense, implies that's no longer the case. In other words, whatever Fredbear's Family Diner was, it is no longer closed. Now you might be wondering what that means, but it's pretty simple when you review the overall context of the game and that phone call. Ralph specifically says they have to contact the original restaurant owner, not the original franchise owner, restaurant owner, as in this current building's owner. Freddy's 2
Wait, that's true.
Fredbear's Family
This is
Diner.
major
That's
for
why it's important to
Fred
brought up
Barn,
here
too.
at all. That's the only reason it's even
the idea
relevant
that
to
they're
the
the same.
storyline. Hell, this even goes back to the start of the game. The first ever thing we see about FNAF 2 in-game is that it's a vintage pizzeria given
this
new
is true.
life. However, if you think about it, Freddy's was closed 2 years ago and opened in 1983. I mean, sure, we didn't know the absolute specifics of that until later on, but would you say Security Breach, for example, is a vintage FNAF game when it's only about 5 years old now? That's about the age Freddy's would have been in 1987 to the Freddy's 2 cast. So when the newspaper says it's a vintage pizzeria, it has to be referring to something older than Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, and that's of course Fredbear's Family Diner. And of course it makes sense to talk about that in FNAF 2. Scott stated later on that he always
Wait,
likes to
that could
player
be
findings from prior
true.
games and prior fan questions in the later games. What was one of our biggest questions when FNAF 1 came out? What's the deal with Golden Freddy? Where did it come from? It's never named in game, so what is it? Who is it? Well, now we know that there's an
It's
old
me.
yellow suit that this weird
Get it?
disgruntled
Like,
guy
'cause that's what it
used, and
says,
comes
like-
from an older location that used to be this very same
it's
building called Fredbear's
Wait,
Family
it's
Diner.
me.
And you might say, why would they reuse an old building? And to that point, I would say, yes, you're right. It is weird to reuse the building.
I
like
was
that, but
16
also,
when Security
we
Breach
do this
came
all
out.
the time
Jesus.
in the series. A reminder that the Pizzaplex is built over seemingly chunks of the Afton household or recreations of it, Murray's costume manor stuff seemingly, and also a recreation of FNAF 6's location, and also maybe
Wait,
system location stuff based
it's
on the
like
Super. And also, it's
Fredbear,
pretty
she
heavily
was
implied that the
around
FNAF 1
Murray's
location from the
costume
first game is the 1985 location, kind of updated and renovated over the years after they bought it back after the events of FNAF 2, which is implied at the end of that game. So as far as I'm concerned, it is completely in precedent for the series to
All right, chat. I love you guys, but I lied. I think I'm going to bed. 1 in the morning. All right, chat. But I will link you to... Actually, no, I won't link you to Sarah Squawk's video because I don't want anyone to comment weird stuff. But anyway, I'm really grateful for the last year. It's been lovely.
Yeah, it's been crazy.
Yeah, it's been great. It's been, yeah, probably the most fun I've had in a while. Hello, Alex O'Connor and Flats. All right, chat. I will see you guys soon. Have a good night.